Hey everyone. Some of you already know what I'm about to say from a Twitter announcement. Some of you may know this because you're Tool members and you hang out in the Slack. Some of you may know this from the Lock Sportscast. But if you haven't heard, yeah, I am not rerunning for my seat on the Tool Board. And I'm sure in this day and age of, everyone's worried about everything in the world, someone's going to say, "Oh, Christ, do you have cancer? What's happening? Are you being drafted into the Foreign Legion?" No, everything's fine. And I wrote a blog post about this. I will link it down in the doobly-doo. I could not be happier with where Tool is. This is something I've thought about for a while, as all of my businesses have gotten much more successful and taken up all my time. And talking to you fine folk takes time out of my week. But it really comes down to when you think about a lot of, especially nonprofits, that you might know in your life, ones that do political advocacy or outreach or philanthropy or really anything at all. I can think of a few in my life and the kind of interests I have. Think of the boards that have a lot of healthy turnover and new faces coming and going and new voices versus, let's think of the orgs that are just the same 5 or 6 people that are all old gray hairs that have been there for decades. Which type of organization is healthier? And I'm sure that a lot of those old folks made excuses for why they stayed on as long as they did. And I had what I consider valid reasons for staying on as long as I did. So did Bobek, so did other. The early days, those board members, we were all sticking around for a while. But at some point, you have to recognize there's so much health and so much enthusiasm in the community. I need that new enthusiasm. I need those new voices. I need people who aren't me to grow and shape Tool into what it's going to become. And some of my final projects have been real doozies. I've been there for a big HQ move twice now with the pandemic, and we'll talk about that in coming months. I've been there for that awful fraud and everything that we had to work through, and all of you reaching out when we announced things, all of your support that kept Tool on the right course. And I've been there as we're reopening and reemerging from a lot of hiatus. So I'll still be around plenty. I'm not ill. I'm not getting, having a kid or anything like that, thank God. But yeah, you'll see if you're a Tool member, the ballots will be going out soon for the voting software. We use not a first past the post voting, thank God. We use instant runoff styles, transferable voting. Way to go. If you haven't watched CGP Grave video about that, watch it. And I will see, much as all of you will see, what will happen into the future. I'm very excited for the crop of candidates we have. I talk about all of them in the blog post, so check it out. Check out your Tool membership. Make sure it's nice and current and all paid up, because we want your voice either in the voting booth or maybe on the board one day, steering that ship well into the future as Tool and I stick around doing all the things that we love doing. All right. Hope everyone's good. Going to have a couple of exciting videos coming out in the next few weeks. Finally answering all your questions. Whoo boy, were there a lot of them. Okay. Talk to y'all soon. New tools, new fun, new things. In the meantime, keep your head on straight. Stay safe out there.